Okay, generate leads. So who knows exactly how many phone calls they're getting every single month? Raise your hand. And or emails. How many leads are you getting every single month? Raise them. Okay, so back in the back, yell out a number. That's fine. 50. For one location? Okay, that's awesome. Very, very good. Love that. She said it varies each and every month. Of course it does. But on average, I'm looking for an average here, it's about 50. That's great. How do I know that? Rule of thumb. Child care center in a suburban market, population 20 to 50K, should get an average of 20 leads a month. 20 to 25. So depending on her market size, not sure if she's in an urban market or what, she's doing well. Because if you get 50 leads and you convert half to tours, then you got 25 tours a month. If you got 25 tours a month, you should be converting half to enrollments. That means she's hopefully getting 12 or 13 enrollments a month. As long as she's not having a bunch of withdrawals, she's kicking ass. Is that accurate? You're full. Thank you very much. Let's give her a round of applause. So how is your school performing compared to that benchmark? If you don't know, I mean, most of you don't, because I only saw like 2 or 3 hands, you got to start tracking. My best recommendation would be go get Child Care CRM. Or you can get my enrollment boot camp training, and I'll give you the trackers. They're spreadsheets, or you can create your own. So you got to be visible. We talked about how to generate leads. We looked back at the funnel, right? So the main ways to grow your leads, there's 3 or 4 key ways. The first one is online visibility. It's called search engine optimization. I'll show you some examples of keywords and how you can fix this problem and how you can figure out where you are. But you got to be online first, because that's where today's millennial parents are hanging out. And then you can be out in the community. Offline means out in the community, non-digital. So Google Maps, I want you to have a red push pin on the first page of Google Maps for your keywords. Number one thing, which is why we created Grow Your Center, because a lot of you guys are still not fixing the problem. So Bruce and I are helping you fix the problem. Facebook ads, boosted posts, driving traffic to landing pages on your websites. I'll talk about landing pages later. Don't worry so much about that. If you want to just drive people to your main website, abclearning.com, that's fine. But how much traffic are you getting at your website? Do you know how many unique visitors you're getting every month? It's pretty easy. All you have to do is put a little Google Analytics thing on your page, and Google Analytics will tell you how many unique visitors you're getting a month. Are you getting 100 people to your website, or 1,000, or 10,000? So that's a basic metric that you can start tracking to understand your online flow, okay? Other social media, have a Pinterest page. There's tons of millennial moms hanging out on Pinterest. Who has a Pinterest page for their center? Raise your hand. Okay, good. So really only about, less than 30 of you. Instagram is obviously big. That ties into Facebook. So if you're doing Facebook ads, that should tie into your Insta account. Have a YouTube channel. Twitter seems like it's kind of losing steam. Of course, Snapchat is all the rage, but I haven't gotten to helping you guys with Snapchat ads yet. That's like, woo! So I'm not quite there yet. That's okay. If you master Pinterest and Facebook, you're good, because Instagram goes with it. And then email marketing to your house list. This is an important one. How many of you guys have an email database, whether it's through MailChimp, Constant Contact, Child Care CRM, or another system? How many of you guys are building your house list? Okay, and look around at each other. So you really there's only about 15% of the room that has that. I would have to say, of all of these things, besides showing up on Google and being on number 1 of the maps, your email list is gold. So if you're not building an email list, that's a major homework item. And it doesn't have to be expensive. Yes, you can get Child Care CRM. That's fantastic. But if you want to just get MailChimp at $20 a month, you just have to start building your list. Put your prospects in there, put them into your MailChimp, and before you know it, you'll have 100, 200, 500, 1,000 people in there. somehow need to be tracking the child's birthday if you can in there. I don't know how that system works specifically, but if you can blast them by where the age of the child, what I talked about earlier, that is just an amazing, amazing strategy, because you want to follow up with people in an automated way. So this is about automating your follow-up with what do we call an email drip campaign. And so when you guys have opted into people's lists, I'm sure, and somebody has been sending you follow-up emails, and you're like, wow, this is so cool, this is great information. I mean, Uber did this with me. I showed up in Dallas 2 days ago. Uber somehow knew, I took an Uber ride. I went to Childcare CRM for their day, hung out with them a little bit, and I got an immediate message from Uber. Hey, we see you're in Dallas. Here's some cool things to do in Dallas. Open up. Here's some places to eat. Here's some other things you should know about Dallas. Is that freaking cool? Like, that's amazing. And I was like, again, the rest of the world, a lot of companies are playing up here, and we in ECE are a little bit lagging, especially if only 10% of you guys have something so basic as an email list. Offline, parent referral rewards programs, and community marketing. And I know that you guys are not tech savvy. That's why we're trying to say, outsource it. There's so many young people and companies that would love to do your digital marketing for you. Outsource it. It needs to get done, though. I hope, if anything, you are hearing me, that if you want to stay fully enrolled with a wait list, you need to have these digital assets built out and in place. If you don't like technology, get somebody to help you, and let's do it. Debbie. I'm not sure if Debbie's here, Debbie Leach. So she wrote us, cannot get our enrollment over 50. Been located within a mile of 4 other centers. Most of them are chains. We're private. We've tried open houses, Halloween trick-or-treats, visiting local businesses, giving small gifts, mailing books to parents, which is a great strategy. Have called for information. When we get a call, we normally get them to visit, and when they visit, they normally enroll. Well, that tells me she's not really tracking, because most of our tours turn into enrollments. If you think that way and you're not tracking, because you just are assuming, that means you're not really tracking. You don't really know. So you need to start looking at the numbers so you can have the clarity and not just make assumptions. It's just getting the phone to ring. We also did a postcard mailer. Any suggestions? Our rates are a few dollars less. Wouldn't it be better to lower our prices considerably and fill up than to struggle at 40 kids? What do you think I told her? No, please don't lower your prices. It's not about price. It's about that she's invisible online. She was literally invisible online. She did all of these things in the community, which is great. But parents moving into the area or parents looking for care, we're not finding her. How did I know this? Because I went to Google, and you got to log out. So you log out of your Gmail, log out of your iGoogle, and typed in preschools Mason, Ohio, and daycare Mason, Ohio. Number one key term is daycare. Space care or daycare, and then your town. You don't have to put the town because Google knows where you're sitting based on your IP address, but daycare Mason, Ohio. Both searches came up with 2 pages. How many times do we even ever go to page 2? Right? I was clicking. I'm looking for Debbie. Not there. She's not there, not there, not there. So I told her, you need to fix your search engine optimization, Debbie. You are invisible. So do not lower your prices. We can fix your lead flow problem, but it has to be that you're found. So here's Garen and Melissa's page. We met Garen yesterday up here with Quattro. And in the copy, you might not be able to see it, but first of all, why choose us? So they've got a why choose us paragraph of why they are different and unique. They have the words daycare hidden in that sentence because you want to come up for the term daycare. So, including all the qualities that distinguish us from other early childhood education and daycare facilities. So you can juxtapose yourself. If you don't want to call yourself a daycare, I know. Here's how we measure up, or here's what makes us different than other traditional daycares in the area. Colon, bullet, 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 bullet. Boom. You've got the word daycare on there. So Google likes it when you use key terms. You got to use keywords. In the copy, and then in the title tags, et cetera, on the back end of your website. And your search engine optimization guy or your web guy or gal should be able to help you with this. So just sprinkle some of these terms in. If you're not coming up at all for the key term preschool, it's because you're not telling Google that you're a preschool. So this is why we have to use these key terms, okay, guys? This is what drives Google listings and search at the very basic. There's other things that are more technical. I don't want to overwhelm you, but it's not that hard to write some copy that includes these key terms and also log out of Google and look at where you are on the map. That's basic stuff that you can do. Again, serving the following areas. This is telling Google, daycare Northwest San Antonio, daycare Westover Hills, daycare Holdus, daycare Bender. She's got 4 or 5 terms of her areas. So if people type in daycare Leon Valley, boom. She's probably in the top 3 or 4. Melissa and Garen, are you in here? So yes, they got it dialed. They got to sleep in. So that's search engine optimization and inquiries. Now, I gave you guys a bunch of different ways to drive leads, right? But if you're sitting there with 5 or 10 leads a month, parent referral rewards programs, I don't have time to go into all of that, but that's an amazing one. You got to have a parent referral reward program. Give parents $100, $200, a trip. Vernon gave a Disney trip to parents and did a really fun contest. So everybody that refers within a certain time frame goes into a contest. Everybody that refers a family that enrolls goes into a contest between now and Christmas, and you get a shopping spree on Amazon, or you get a shopping spree at Target for Christmas. Do you think your parents would be interested in referring people to your program if you did that? But you got to make a big deal out of it. You can't just put it in your parent newsletter, hidden on the back page of the parent newsletter, and expect that you're going to get 10 enrollments from it. You got to talk about it. Do a fun thing in the lobby. Are you guys with me?